Right, so we've got a bit of a treat for you today, folks. We're here on a proper dairy farm in New Zealand, just outside of Hamilton. It is Mike Fitzi's dairy farm, and basically what he's been doing or employing over the last few years is increasing his use of technology, supporting his traditional way of farming. Now the guys that are supplying that technology comes from LIC Automation. We've got Millie, part of R&D or head of R&D.
No, so I'm the product specialist for the sensor product range.
So product specialist Millie, and we've also got Chris, who's just decided to join us from Ireland for no much reason whatsoever.
That's it.
So before we come to the farming side of things, let's talk a little bit LIC Automation. Just a quick overview of what LIC Automation is, chaps.
LIC Automation is a company that specializes in automation solutions for dairy farms. We're milking system agnostic, so we can basically fit into any parlour. And
so you can go into a Delaval parlour,
yes,
GEA parlour,
we can
and just retrofit straight in with your systems.
Exactly. So that's the idea. And the product range is essentially there to take away some of the tedious tasks or the manual tasks and help farmers farm better. So in Michael Fitzi's case, he can concentrate on the feed, feeding out the animals, etc.
So really the core products are sensors on the farm. So throughout the milking parlour here, when you walk through it, it's sensors, and it's really to sense all the data, bring the data back, and really get the farmers such as you, Michael,
and
make use of it.
What type of sensors are we talking?
So we're doing cell sense, that's the name of one of the products, and that's doing your somatic cell count on a daily basis. Also as well, you're doing your yield, your fat, your protein, your conductivity, all in milkings every day. And then you're making use of this information and obviously then making the correct management decisions.
Okay, and in terms of a lot of these sensors that you guys are producing, what makes them stand out from all the other sensors on the market?
So with CellSense, it was essentially the first inline somatic cell count sensor. So it's automatically taking a milk sample and automating an RMT or CMT test, so a paddle test, essentially to essentially diagnose a cow that is sick, which usually signifies mastitis if the milk has an elevated cell count.
And in collaboration with your conductivity, because conductivity is just only a backup, because as Millie just said, the cell count, that's your Californian test. And that's what it's doing, and it's the only product in the world that's actually doing that in line.
Yes.
Pretty big claims. Michael, how are they working, these claims?
They seem to be working very well, actually, so we've definitely helped to lower our somatics. And the beauty part about it is that we've got everything. Doesn't matter who's in the shed, he can see that information. You've got the fat, protein, litres, cell sense, you've got everything there for us to make a good management decision. No, she's down the road.
And all that you can just see on an app via an iPhone or tablet.
iPhone or tablet, yeah.
And you can do that like you were saying before on your boat.
Yeah. You can do it. You can do it anywhere if you wanted to.
And the technology that you're using here, we've got the sensors.
The sensor. I got the ProTrack sensor, and I'm putting in the heat.
So the ProTrack, that's the shedding gate, is it?
Yeah, shedding gate.
So you can remotely control that, or is it automated, the shedding gate
fully
as well?
automated, yeah. And you can actually put in your situation, you can split it into groups, so you can have it such as dry off periods, things like that.
You can actually, then you can also with the cell sense, it's telling you what the litres of the cows are doing. You can say to yourself, okay, this bunch or this is an early calving bunch, I can dry them off. Yeah. You know, so you only want to give them a month break on milking.
And
you
then
can say straight in. The next month they're in again milking. You know, so you can with the system you can bring more days into milk.
Okay, so you're tightening that dry off period.
Yeah.
So just for those of you back in the UK and Ireland, just explain the milking regime over in New Zealand, because you do it in one block and you actually have a break as well.
Yeah. As normally you try to milk, well, normally we calve, we mate on the 1st of October, so we're calving about the 10th of July or the 7th of July, and then we milk through until the end of May. That's what we're through, and then we have those 2 months, well, not quite, but a month and a half break. And now, what I wanted to do is, because some cows you don't always get them condensed calving, so you've got it stretched out to a 10 week or an 8 week, so that really you want to dry those cows off with their days of milk.
Yeah.
So keep them, every cow, well, you say, well, I want to milk them for 320 days, well, you do that, you know, and you can do that with self, because it will help you to say, oh, well, this cow can't survive through that system, but she, you know, this cow is very good at it, you know. So you only keep your better cows
Yeah.
and your days in milk.
And overall, you can shorten that dry off period as well.
Yeah.
So
That's my aim.
How long is your dry off period? About 30-35 days, is it? Or?
At the moment, it's I think we was first of 7th. What are we? 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks. Yeah. You know, some of them be longer, some of them be shorter.
Yeah.
Yeah, around 25 days then.
Yeah.
Okay, so the latest piece of kit that's just turned up, not quite fitted yet.
It's not fitted.
If you guys could just explain that, what's next?
Yeah, so what's coming next is we've got our Easy Heat here in New Zealand, or Sabre Heat, that's going in next. And essentially that works off a popular patch system which detects an animal in heat, and the booth and the camera automate drafting these animals out to a pen for artificial insemination. So it just takes away the guesswork of someone having to spot an animal on heat.
Yeah.
The patch system, which is quite well used here in the country, has about a 97% accuracy in detecting an animal on heat. And then this heat boot that we put in automates that process, so no one's having to manually inspect those patches.
Yeah.
It automatically captures an image of the of the patch, and sends a draft message out to the gate, and then the animal's sorted into a pen for you for
Okay.
AI.
So Michael, what does that system mean for you then?
Well, it makes it a little bit more foolproof, and it helps the or whoever the farm manager or farm worker is. It assists him in making a right decision on that day.
Because presumably somebody trying to spot bulling cows or bulling heifers has got to be one of the trickiest things, and means a big difference to your bottom line.
Well, it's a bottom line. At the end of the days of milk again comes down to days of milk. So if I can eliminate all those problems and make it easier for them,
Yeah.
and let's face it, automation is the only way to keep going. If you want to go forward, you've got to go automation.
So you got better management tools from the sensor, easier on labour with the shedding gate, and better decisions made with the heat sensor.
Well, the heat sensor, it's going to be definitely, I'll be interested to see how it goes,
Yeah. What's your expectations of it? What were you hoping? Oh, tell them. This is what I want.
My expectations would be really great to have 4 weeks calving and 90% in.
Yeah.
That would be the ultimate, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But it's not. I would say I'm happy with 5 weeks, 85 to 90% in.
Yeah. So overall then, the addition of all this tech compared to how you used to farm, which was a lot more manual, a lot more labour intensive, what does it give you now then?
Just better things at my disposal to deal with problems, and actually notify me from problems before they actually happen.
Okay.
And that's really what I'm after. Like,
You can jump on it before it happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has it increased your numbers of cows per labour unit since? Because you're running a lot here. You're saying 240 for one man.
We've got 3. Well, you sort of try to work for that. They say the 240 cows is usually for one man. So you're getting to that 1.5 man when you're at 300. And then as you go, I think what it will do is help us to days and milk is what it's more about.
Yeah.
And getting that, because every factory wants us to milk through winter. Well, and also our biggest problem is getting cows and calves. So the more milk you create, you're creating another problem.
Yeah.
So if we can eliminate those problems and help us with the heat sensor and all that, then we're definitely going to get those days of milk.
So a lot like your pasture-based system, it's more from less.
Yeah, more for less, yeah.
That's awesome. That's the bottom line. And just for the viewers back home, just explain your pasture system. So you're milking about 300 cows.
300 cows on 100 hectares, you could say. People know about effective hectares. Well, okay, that's about 95 or something like that.
Yeah.
We try to keep just that 300 cows, between 300 and 280 cows is what I milk.
And your individual paddocks, what sort of size are they?
About
average?
two average 2
about
hectares.
2 hectares.
Yeah.
And when the cows go in there, 300 will go in, and they'll go in for how many days at a time?
Well, try to do it about day and night, so 4 hectares a day.
Yeah.
But some days you may need to give them 5 hectares a day. So
you just play it depending on weather and conditions.
Yeah. Weather conditions. bit wetter, you know, we try to feed them 10% more. And when it's more warmer, we can actually hold them back a bit tighter.
Okay, good job. Michael, Millie, Chris, cheers.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Cheers, thanks very much.